what is that saying? Just rhythms of the. What's up, loves? I hope you all are doing well and having a wonderful Thursday so far. I want to talk today about the negative side of being positive. A lot of people say to me that I'm a very positive person, and I don't really think I am. And let me explain that. I think positivity is a byproduct of being real. When we are overly positive about things to try and make up for things that we don't want to face, that's like this false sense of positivity, which is actually just spiritual bypassing. When we're ignoring the things that we actually need to look at and just pretending to be happy, that's like an act. We're like acting all day long. Like that's exhausting. And I think for me personally, what has helped me so much in this whole journey of like personal development, spiritual growth, whatever you want to call it, is being completely 100% honest with where I'm at, even if it's ugly. Even if it's ugly and I don't want to look at it and I'm like, oh God, I don't want that to be a part of me, or I don't want to take ownership of it. The only thing that truly allows us to change and transform is to be honest with where we're at. You know, it's like we cut ourselves and we like don't want to see the blood. It's like, oh God, I don't want to see that. But if we just like look at it and go, okay, that's what's happening. I'm bleeding. Like we got a bleeder. And we just are honest with what's happening. It's easier for us to accept and move through that. And so it's a little bit different, the blood and emotionality. But you get the point. Like, let's lean into the things that we want to run away from. It's not going to kill you, to be honest, and it's going to create traction so you know exactly where you're at. Like, let's look at financials, for instance. Like, we can't improve our financial health if we have no idea what is going on with it. Same thing with spiritual development and spiritual health and personal development. It's like, without a real honest look at where we're at, it's very difficult for us to grow. It's very difficult for us to become more because we're constantly in denial of what is. Let's just get ruthlessly honest about what is and create traction around that. Without acceptance, we can't have traction. Without traction, we're just kidding ourselves and just like acting and pretending. And a lot of people are really good at that for a very, very, very long time. But it is so exhausting. It's like we're constantly wearing these masks of everything's perfect and I'm all good and I don't feel pain and all these. That's a funny dance move, right? All of these masks. What if we could just drop our masks? And even if you don't have the courage yet to be honest with someone else about what is going on in your emotional landscape, at least have the decency to be honest with yourself about where you're at. And so I would encourage you, I would invite you to just explore what this may be like. Because I know for me, I lied to myself for so long. I thought I was the happiest clam on the beach. But really, when I actually got down to it, I realized there was a lot about my personality. There was a lot about me that I didn't want to look at because I was shameful about it or whatever it was. And so I just moved through it and just started like polishing a turd and polishing the parts of me that I wanted to put on Facebook. But when we do that, we create disconnection in our body and we don't actually create happiness because we're constantly trying to manage something that we don't want to look at. And so I would invite everyone listening to this video right now, what is your relationship with that part of you? Just be honest. With honesty, we can have acceptance, we can have traction, we can actually transform into the highest versions of ourselves. So I hope this video was valuable for you. Have a beautiful Thursday and we'll catch you next week. Bye for now.